Hello everybody, and you're very welcome along here to Clubber TV's coverage of the Cork County Senior Club Hurling Championship. Tonight we're in Mallow in the Avondhu division in the north of Cork for the Co-op Superstores Premier Senior Hurling Championship first round clash in Group 3 between Blackrock and Kanturk. Blackrock, one of the most storied clubs in Cork, in that they topped the roll of honour with 33 senior hurling championships, and Kanturk, equally storied in their own right, but yet to achieve their first Sean O'Murphy Cup. We'll have a look at the teams first. We'll have a look at the Blackrock team first. They line out as follows. Goalkeeper is Gavin Connolly. Right fullback is Jamie Ryan. Alan O'Callaghan wears number 3, and number 4 is Stephen Murphy. Cathal Cormac plays right half-back. John Cashman wears number 6, and he's the captain of the side from centre-back, and Ty Deasy wears number 7. Middle of the field is number 8, Niall Cashman, and number 9, David O'Farrell. Right half-forward, and a change to the line-up, is number 17, Ryan Sweeney. Centre half-forward is Kevin O'Keefe, and left half-forward wearing number 12 will be Daniel Meany. Michael O'Halloran wears number 13. Full forward is Alan Connolly, and left full forward wearing number 15 is Robbie Cotter. Blackrock's opponents tonight come from the Duhallow division, and they are Kanturk, and they line out as follows. In goals is Grantas Bukintas. Right full back is John McLaughlin. Wearing number 3 is Mark Healy, and number 4 is Christopher Milan. Right half back wearing number 5 is Lurcan McLaughlin. Centre half back, and a change to the side, replacing Ryan Walsh. Number 6 is number 18 Darren Brown, and left half back is Tommy Walsh. Middle of the field, number 8 Paul Walsh, and number 9 Brian O'Sullivan, who also captains the side here tonight. Right half forward is Ian Walsh. Centre half forward, in a change again, number 11 Colin Walsh doesn't make it, and he's replaced by number 19 James Fitzpatrick. And left half forward wearing number 12 is Lorcan O'Neill. Right full forward is wearing number 13 is Rory Sheehan. Full forward wearing number 14 is Alan Walsh, and left full forward wearing number 15 is Daniel O'Connell. The referee for tonight's game is Pa Driscoll from the Bride Rovers Club, and you can see Pa there. He's in the middle of the field tossing the coin between, on the left as we said, John Cashman of Blackrock, and on the right in their traditional white and jerseys with a green hoop is Brian O'Sullivan of Kanturk, and they're both standing in there for the kind of the pre-match photograph, as it were. Both sides arrive here today on the back of kind of mixed league campaigns. Blackrock themselves finished kind of mid-table in Division 1, while Kanturk, well, they ended up being relegated. However, the league form is probably a bit of a kind of a not a very true reflection, in that they had a number of injuries and quite a number of players missing for their league games. Interestingly, the last time these sides met was in the 2024 championship, and on that day Blackrock defeated Kanturk in the quarterfinals on a final score of Blackrock 3 goals and 16 points to Kanturk 17 points. So certainly Kanturk may be looking for a spot of revenge. Blackrock will be hoping to continue on with their winning ways as such. Just as a quick check on their management sides, the manager of the and toss the stats is Dave England, and Brian O'Connor David Buckley, Nick O'Leary, Conor Hurley, Kevin O'Sullivan, Liam Hurley, and Pierce Coleman. The conditioning is taken care of by Eddie O'Sullivan. Their doctor is Paddy Hayes, and their performance analyst is Emer McCarthy, and performance physio take care of their physio needs. So here we are in Mallow. Pitch looks in really good condition. There is a bit of a breeze blowing, and well, it's kind of swirling at the moment. Traditionally here in Mallow, the breeze would tend to go from left to right as such, and it looks like Blackrock will have the benefit of that breeze for the first half. We expect lots and lots of changes to the actual lineup, and we'll do our best to follow it as best we can. So, referee Pa Driscoll in the middle of the field. As we said, this is the Premier Senior Hurling Championship. It's the first game in this group. and also containing Douglas and St. Finbarrs. There's a bit of a wrestling match starting, as there would be in all centre field tussles before any ball is thrown in. I see there Niall Cashman, David O'Farrell in the middle of the field for Blackrock. The ball is in, and away we go here in Mallow. Stalemate situation developing. Kanturk coming forward with the ball. Kind of a hand pass out. That's Ian Walsh over there. Kind of flicks the ball back into the middle again. Collected up by Paul Walsh. And a forward come Blackrock. Now, there's a hand pass out along the wing here. Lovely. Fortunately, the very first shot of the game going right at the upright and goes wide. And number 17 took that. I think that was Ryan Sweeney. Yep, anyway. Grantas with the puck out. Whoa, it's a mighty one. Right down the middle it goes. Hurley's going up, ball coming down. Ty DC kind of coming onto it over there from the left half back position. Kind of a quick kind of a hand pass out along the wing. They're trying to work the ball out. This is comes back into Ryan, back into the middle again. Ooh, kind of a heavyish tackle. And the referee says that was foul. I think that was taken on there by the man wearing number 8. Niall Cashman was fouled. And they're bringing Gavin Connolly all the way out to take this one. Coming forward, and that was a mighty puck out by Grantas. Well inside his own half, inside his own 65-metre line is Gavin Connolly. He'll be hoping to put this one over the bar. And linesman on this side of the field just telling him to just move it back a small bit. Gavin stealing a metre or two, as it were. Here he comes, bending, lifting, striking, high enough. It's dropping in, but it's dropping left to the upright and the ball goes wide. And that shot, the way the ball kind of died there, would lead you to believe that maybe Kanturk have the benefit of the breeze for the first half. But the way Grantas took the first puck out as well, he certainly drove it long. Strikes the ball once more up the far side of the field again. Ian Walsh coming in underneath this, kind of beats back over heads of backs and forwards and everything. Racing out over the far side is Colin trying to get out to it. Can't get players gone to the ground. They're working the ball down along the wing. Ian Walsh is over there trying to pick it up. Gets the ball in his hand. Trying to go down further along the wing, and ball goes out over the line. Alan O'Callaghan over there along with Jamie Ryan, and they made sure that the ball went out over the ball. We'll follow the play. Down along the far side once more. Very, very close to the line. They managed to keep it in though. Kanturk trying to go back and get possession of the ball. And they do get it. Clearing the ball back out again. Shot coming in. Is this the first score of the game? Yes, it is. It's gone in and struck over by, as far as we could see, I think it might be Daniel Meany got the shot in. All went in. Went over the bar. It was actually Alan Connolly, I think, eventually got the shot in and put it in and put it over the bar. First score of the game. Blackrock leading. Ball out this side of the field. Trying to go this, all kind of flicked out. This is Rory Sheehan kind of breaking onto it here for Kanturk. Looking back out along the wing, gets it back out. The hand pass back into the middle, and this is Brian O'Sullivan. Brian met with a couple of heavy tackles back out to Rory. And Rory strikes it off his left. That's looking very good. Very good score indeed. Rory Sheehan with a man with the yellow helmet and the distinctive style. Very, very good score. Brian O'Sullivan gave it back out to him. Score is a point apiece. And both sides having opened their account after coming up to 4 minutes of play. Gavin Connolly going kind of low. Doesn't meet any with Brian O'Sullivan. Oh, I think he was coming across, kind of get his hand in, and there was a collision. Kevin O'Keefe was the man going for the ball as well, and that's going to be a free, and the free is going to be once again around the middle of the field. Brian O'Sullivan puts the ball down. They'll be looking to take all these opportunities that they can. So, settling himself down. All the way in. And it looks like, dead straight and through and over the bar. I see umpire Jim Ryan just waving the white flag there. 2 points to 1. Kanturk leading. Gavin Connolly. Out this side of the field it goes. Ball gone up there, kind of knocked away down there. Oh, intercepted back out, and the pass just kind of went astray. Coming across and flicked out to the far side once more. Coming out to Ty DC. Striking it in. Position. Strike it in and strikes it in and puts it over the bar. He'll be very pleased with that. 2 points apiece. Nice kind of a created score from a Blackrock point of view from their own puck out. They're going quickly and it'll go back to Grantis again. This time, strikes it all the way down again. Blackrock playing with kind of, it looks like a kind of an extra defender and coming across there and well defended though. And John Cashman pucking the ball back into the middle. It goes again. Coming here out, this is Jamie Ryan and the ball is kind of, Rory Sheehan almost got a tackle in and nearly got a turnover. Player gone to the ground. Rory Sheehan has gone back out, kind of following it. Kanturk trying to get it in. Ball out into the open space. Brian O'Sullivan coming across. Oh, lovely, kind of a quick hand pass back again. Off the left hand side. Shot coming in. I don't think this is going to be good enough now. The ball goes in, ball goes wide. And it was, I think it was shot came in there from Paul Walsh, but the ball went wide. Gavin Connolly setting himself up once more. Interesting to see where the puck outs are going. He's going over the first right towards Loughlin. McLaughlin. The ball is blocked away into the middle of the field. Blackrock trying to work forward, and the referee says there was a kind of a bit of a shove in the back there. And I see Ian Walsh had kind of gone back to give a hand. They're going to get Brian O'Sullivan. Well, he scored the first one, so they'll give him another shot at this one. Right back near his own, just outside his own 45-metre line. And he'll be looking to put this. Well, he had plenty to spare with the last one. Let's see what can happen. 2 points apiece. Very even start here in Mallow. Setting himself down. And here he comes. High, long, but it's going left to the upright as we're looking at it. Yeah, ball has gone left to the upright and the ball goes wide. So probably had the distance, but not the necessary accuracy in this case. Gavin Connolly. Once again, taking the puck out. 7.5 minutes gone, first half. Gavin going short out to the far side. Gets the ball out along the wing there towards Tig DC. Tig looking for someone to give it to. Gives it back in again. Gives it back to Gavin Connolly. Gavin setting himself. And now launches a long one down the far side of the field. Ball kind of beats everybody going back for it there. Collected up is Brian O'Sullivan once more. He needs a bit of help to get the ball back. A kind of a clever pass back out of his line. Trying to get the ball out. They don't want to turn the ball over here. A hurley pass out along the far side. Down along the wing. Who's coming for this? Nobody except Ty DC once more. Going forward again. Could he get a second score? Strikes the ball. Nice score. Third point. Second one for Ty DC. Grantis will take the puck out once more. Looking around. Checking back and forth. Yeah, as we said, Blackrock playing a kind of an extra defender as such, and that's kind of really handy for these long kind of puck outs. And ball broken inside again, ball flicked inside, it went out along the wing, could have gone anywhere. Jamie Ryan came across kind of to kind of get it, works the ball back out along the wing, gets the ball into his hand, it strikes the ball away down the field. Oh, chances well got inside again, far side here, struck in by David O'Farrell, I think it was number 8, Niall Cashman rather. And Niall struck it in and put it over the bar. Kind of a good kind of a clearance that worked out, and he found a lot of space. Ball out to the far side. Ooh, turnover. Danger coming in here. Blackrock trying to work the ball inside again. And he's got over the bar. Kind of the big should. And it was collected up and really nicely put in and put over the bar by the rightful forward. That's Michael O'Halloran. And that's another point. This puck out has kind of gone a bit better this time. Works the ball back inside again. Comes out here. John McLaughlin, and the ball is walked into the middle of the field. Now Kanturk can kind of get the ball forward in this. Coming forward. Here they come up the field. Nicely run, but there's a great turnover there. Is that Alan Connolly works the ball inside, looking, I'd imagine, for Robbie Cotter. Oh, he just went to ground, gets the ball back inside again. Danger! The shot, and brilliantly saved by Grantis. Really, really good save. It could have gone anywhere, but a really, really kind of a very, very good save. The shot came in from Ryan Sweeney. They worked it really well. Robbie Cotter was the man who got possession of the ball in near the goals, and he worked the ball across. And a really, really good save, and it kind of, just keeps the margin at the moment to 4 points when it could have been easily a goal. Down along the wing here, Lochán McLaughlin striking the ball out to the far side of the field. Up go the Hurleys, down goes the ball. Alan Walsh was in there looking for it. Out along to the sideline. And goes wide into the middle. Oh, well intercepted here. Chance for Kanturk. Oh, good block down, and the ball kind of works out nicely from a Blackrock point of view. The turnover ricocheted off the Hurley. They're looking down there towards Alan Connolly again to see if they can get possession again. Out of the open spaces again. Brian O'Sullivan is there. Comes across, gets possession. Looking with the ball on his Hurley at the moment. Works the ball back, and Kanturk look to have kind of cleared the danger, as it were. It should come out along the wing here. Lochán McLaughlin taps the ball in his Hurley. Where's he going to go here? Goes out along the wing. This is Daniel O'Connell. Daniel trying to go inside. Does get inside. Falls to the ground. Ball passed back out again. This is Lochán. There to help. Looking for someone. And he gets the ball back into the middle. It goes. Nicely controlled. Shot coming in. It's high enough. And it's nicely struck in and put over the bar. Put in over, and really, really good score there by Darren Brown. And one of the Blackrock lads gone down here near us. I think there was a kind of a tackle situation. That's the captain, John Cashman. And good start to the game again. 6 points for Blackrock, 3 points for Kanturk. Coming up to 12 minutes gone in the first half. And I think both sides using the opportunity to draw breath and just to see where they can improve and where they can go. Blackrock, as we're looking at it, playing a kind of a two-man full forward line inside and using a spare man to cover off Grantis Bukintis' puck outs as well, whereas Kanturk, going along a more traditional line of 3 men inside near the goals. This is Gavin Connolly. He's going to take the puck out. He goes short. Woo! And they had pushed up on the puck out, Kanturk, but away they come. Jamie Ryan kind of flicks it out along the wing. It goes again. Going to be collected up. Player goes to the ground there. Is Ty DC. Out along the ground. Still going. Good tackle by Rory Sheehan. Ball back inside again. This is the man who's come in, Ryan Sweeney. Oh, lovely kind of a diagonal ball across. Looking for Alan Connolly. He's out around the 45-metre line. Turns on his left. Strikes it in. But the ball goes right at the upright as we're looking at it. And the ball goes wide. Nice kind of a ball across the field. But it went right and went wide. Short puck out here from Grantis Bukintis out to Christopher Milan. Pucks the ball out here to Lochán. Lochán, will he go back? He will. Ball is on the ground. They wouldn't want to get kind of turned over or anything like that. And the ball's worked out to the far side of the field again. And Kanturk coming forward. Low ball. They're looking around, see where they can go. Oh, tackle coming in there. Is there... Look at the ball forward and struck forward there by Brian O'Sullivan, but there's nobody there except the Blackrock's defender. Back out along the wing here. This is Kevin O'Keefe. Nice bit of a skill. Back out here. This is Stephen Murphy. Stephen, right-handed, looking across the field again, and that's Robbie Cotter's come out for the ball. Turning around now. Can he turn and score? He turns and strikes the ball in. He strikes the ball in, and he puts the ball over the bar. Good score from a Blackrock point of view once more. Nice kind of a constructed score, as it were. They worked it across and put the ball over the bar. Kanturk finding it a bit difficult to cope with the sweeper because of the work rate of the Blackrock forwards. However, they won't be kind of giving up or anything like that. It's just a thing they'll just have to kind of try and combat. Ball group situation developing at the far side of the field. Collected up here. Daniel Meany going back for it. Ball back, it doesn't end up with Gavin Connolly. It does once more. Gavin, now, can he set up an attack from where he is? He's going long. Right down the middle it goes again. Ball into the space of the field, kind of broken down. Kanturk have enough players there. Ball back into the middle it goes again. And the hand pass back out along again. And that's a really, really good ball. Inside again. Soling up the field is still going. Oh, that was across there to Paul Walsh. And he was fouled on the way in. And that's going to be a free in. And I'm just wondering, will Pat Driscoll kind of take any further action? No, he seems to be kind of happy just to give a ticking. And there was a kind of a tackle. Kanturk worked it really nicely up the field. And coming in with the sliotar was Paul Walsh, but that's going to be a free in, and it'll be Rory Sheehan, I'd imagine. He's already scored one off his left from right here underneath us here in Mallow. Conditions absolutely perfect here. No sign of storm, flowers or anything yet. Closest we'll get to that will probably be the collision of these two hurling giants. Anyway, this is Rory Sheehan, dead straight in front of the goals. Puts it in and puts it straight over the bar. Another point. And with coming up to 16 minutes gone, the game is back to a 3-point game. 7 points to 4, Blackrock leading. Gavin Connolly has had a good success from the puck out situation so far. Let's see what happens here. Out underneath it, here's Ryan Sweeney, kind of gets a hurley to it. Players going, Brian O'Sullivan coming across. Didn't manage to he didn't go out over the line or anything like that. He still got it. Passes the ball back. Lock on, a kind of a nice ball into the middle. Well controlled. Nicely collected, and here come Kanturk again. They've worked the ball into kind of an open situation in the middle of the field. Ball worked out. This is Ian Walsh. Ian striking. Is that going to go in and go over the bar? Yes, it is indeed. Lovely constructed score from a Kanturk point of view. They'll be really pleased with that. No panicking or anything like that in the backs. And forwards connected. Back to 7 points to 5. This is Gavin Connolly. Where's he going to go with this one? Low, down along the middle, gets it into Stephen Murphy. Stephen controls it. Oh, and the pass nearly went astray momentarily, but nicely got it out along the wing. And this Daniel Meany, he's come back a little bit to help out. Ball down along the wing and collected up inside. Kevin O'Keefe, kind of a nice kind of a flick pass out, but it was intercepted, and Kanturk have it once more. Coming forward, they'll be trying to work another score maybe. Ball out to the space. Shot coming in from Colin Walsh, or from Alan Walsh rather. Oh no, and they thought it was over the bar, but the umpires have signalled that the ball went wide. Nice kind of a movement again, and a good work rate in the middle of the field from Kanturk's point of view. Gavin Connolly, out oh, that's a lovely ball, down along the wing here. Collected up here, and this is inside. This is Niall Cashman, and the ball knocked away from him there by Christopher Milan. Back into the middle it goes. This is Alan Connolly, works the ball back out again. Coming across here is Robbie Cotter. Robbie gets a hurley to it. And it's going to be collected up and away. Come Kanturk once more. Gone all the way back there is Daniel O'Connell. Gets it to Ian Walsh. Ian trying to get the ball in his hurley. He's still there, being hassled by Ty Deasy. Ian is looking for someone to give him a hand, and worked out and struck forward again. Inside, long one. They're looking inside again. Ball broken down, and the referee says, hang on a minute, lads. Hold on a minute there, lads. There was a holding situation inside in the full forward line there. And going to be another free in. Alan Walsh was the man causing the difficulty, and Rory Sheehan will be the man who will take the free. This should reduce the margin to the minimum. And Pat Driscoll saw the holding situation there. Not sure what happened there. It looked like... Yeah, is the free coming back outside? Yeah, no, it's just being pucked around for a moment. I thought they were going to bring the free outside the football 40-metre arc, but there's no rule like that in hurling yet. This is Rory Sheehan. Bending, lifting, strikes the ball in and puts the ball over the bar. We're back to a 1-point game, and Kanturk have really improved in the last 10 minutes. They've kind of got to grips with Blackrock around the middle, and with a number of turnovers. So Gavin Connolly's puck out, looking for this. Where's he going to go with this one? He goes short, and we'll get this back, and you'd imagine he'll try and work this forward again, and forward they do. Back into the open space. It comes out here, a low one. Out along the wing here. Ball maybe doesn't kind of go where it's good. Comes out as far as Stephen Murphy. Stephen, shortish, down along the wing it goes again. There's a kind of a wrestling situation going on there. Player's gone in there, and referee says there was a pull. I don't think it from Christopher Milan. And I see Mark Healy there just pointing out Alan Connolly, I'd imagine, is the man who's going to be entrusted with the responsibility. This is their first kind of this is Blackrock's first kind of a close-in free, as it were. And Alan Connolly has already got 1 point from play, and he'll be looking to stretch out the margin to 2 points. Bending, lifting, strikes the ball in. And what happened at one end happens at the other. Really, really kind of a crisp hurling score there from Ryan Sweeney. Got the break from Alan Connolly and put the ball in and put it over the bar. Margin out to 2 points once more. Grantis Bukintis looking around, seeing where's he going to put it. Decides to go to far side this time. Underneath that, Tyke DC kind of breaks it forward again, out towards Daniel Meany. Tyke DC kind of got the rebound, but collision of bodies over there, as it were. Lachlan McLaughlin over there as well. Back into the open space. Ball broken down towards the sideline. Shot coming in. And the ball goes left to the upright and the ball goes wide. We better follow the play. Grantis Bukintis out and around the middle of the field. Collected up here. Brian O'Sullivan kind of turns the ball and he's hurling. Looking across. Where's he going to go? It might work out. It does work out. Okay. It looked for a minute as if Carrigal, it was going to be turned over. Long high ball coming in from Lorcan. The ball goes right. Ian Walsh rather, sorry. And the ball goes wide. Kind of a couple of wides there that neither side will be too incredibly happy with. Ball taken quickly. Working the ball kind of shortish out along the wing here. Oh, nicely collected up here. Looking around here. And pass back in, that's Ryan Sweeney. Back into Stephen Murphy. Stephen across to the middle of the field there. Nicely collected up, and here come Blackrock there trying to construct a score as well. Low one inside, they're looking for Robbie Cotter inside. It could have gone inside, but it's well collected up, and the Kanturk defence have done well to kind of recycle the ball and get it out the far side of the field. Lorcan going back as far as Grantas, and this will be I imagine a kind of a largish kind of a shot, as it were. No, he goes down along the wing. Oh, down off the hurley. It didn't quite work out there from Daniel O'Connell's hurley. Stephen Murphy did well to get the ball back in field again. Nicely knocked on there by Niall Caswin. Back into Robbie Cotter. There's a bit of a tussling match going on there. He'll strike this one, but I think the ball has gone right. But I think there's going to be a free in anyway. I think the referee was maybe playing advantage. And Robbie Cotter was the man who was fouled. And advantage was being played. He was being tackled by John McLaughlin. And that's going to be a free in. Linesman coming out to stand where he is. And there's lots of kind of drink and water and things like that being brought into players. Warm enough evening, close as it were, no sunshine or anything like that, but certainly perfect evening for hurling. This will be Alan Connolly, and he'll be hoping to stretch out the margin once more to 3 points. 9 points to 7. Blackrock leading. First round of the Co-op Superstore sponsored Premier Senior Hurling Championship here in Cork. These two teams, as we said, are both in Group 3. It's their first game. This is Alan Connolly. Shot coming in. Puts it in and puts it between the uprights. Another point for Alan Connolly. Quick puck out from Grantes, right out into the middle of the field. It goes again. Pass back kind of outside. Oh, Mark Healy. Nicely collected up. Kanturk coming away with it. They'd want to be careful that they don't get caught. And this will probably end up all the way with Grantes once more. I'd imagine. No, they decide not to go. They decide to go with him. No, it's kind of more low along the wing. Collected out here and nicely and they've walked it forward as far as the middle of the field. Here they come now. Brian O'Sullivan trying to go, and there's a kind of a clash there. Ball very, very close to the line, out over the line, and that's going to be a line ball. I think it's going to be a line ball for Kanturk. That actually was collected up there by Tommy Walsh. Was that time he collected the ball, but line ball it's going to be. Brian O'Sullivan's going to be the man to take this. Where's he going to go with this? Kanturk will just want to be maybe getting a score. They don't want the margin to be going any bigger than this. Coming up to the break. Brian, low. Back to it. He'll get it again. He does get it again. Passing the ball right into the middle. This is Ian Walsh. Ian, kind of a low ball. Back in strike. High. Long. I think that might be going left and wide. It's not. It's gone in and it's gone over the bar. It's a really, really brilliant score. Paul Walsh, I think, was the man who put it over. Really. Brian O'Sullivan, rather. Quick puck out. Back out along the wing here. Will follow the play. Stephen Murphy strikes the ball. He's looking inside again. Players going up. Ball is broken down inside again. Robbie Cotter, this could be dangerous. As a situation, Grantes goes down and he kind of gets the ball away, and Kanturk have avoided the danger. It looked like Robbie Cotter was in for a goal. Nice play. Comes to Ian Walsh. Ian goes to the far side again. Brown plays to the middle. Oh, danger inside here. Gavin Connolly should be there. He is. And he goes down kind of under a tackle, and it could have gone anywhere. And I think James Fitzpatrick is the man saying, I didn't do anything. And Pa Driscoll is going to have a word with him. But that was a brilliant score by Brian O'Sullivan. Coming up to 27 minutes gone in the first half. 2 points between the sides. 10 points to 8. Gavin Connolly's gone down, and Blackrock will be hoping that there's nothing more serious than that. And Kanturk will equally be hoping that there's nothing more serious than a yellow card. Yeah, and it's a yellow card for James Fitzpatrick. And Gavin Connolly is okay. Ball could have broken anyway inside. There was James Fitzpatrick was gone inside and the ball broke, and he could have, well, depending on where the ball had broken, he could have ended up in his hand with a shot on goal, a clear shot without any defender. Anyway, following the play, this is Gavin Connolly, bending, lifting, strikes the ball, goes high and long down this side of the field. It goes, that maybe just got a kind of a flick away from it there. Collected up inside again by the man wearing number 9 is David O'Farrell, and that's a really, really good score. Off his left, in and over the bar, no messing or anything like that, and he stretches out the margin to 3 points, one more, 11 points to 8. Grantes looking around, where's he going to go with this one? Will he go short? Will he go long? Checking around, seeing where he might go. He goes long, right down the middle it goes. Up go the hurleys, down comes. That's a brilliant catch there in the middle of the field. Shot coming in, it won't have the legs, I don't think, coming in there, and Gavin kind of collects it up nicely. Out, this could be turned over, chance here. Players gone to ground, collected up. Kanturk have it though, far side of the field. Pass back inside again. This is Rory looking to come back out with the ball. He does get the ball back out along the line. Ian Walsh didn't get it, and I think the referee says, hang on a minute lads, is it a free in maybe? I think there might have been a hold. Is that what he's looking like? Cathal Cormac is over there just checking around saying, I didn't do anything. And it's going to be Rory Sheehan. It's a difficult free. What is it, about 40 metres out near the sideline. He's been very good so far, but this is a bit trickier. So Rory setting himself down. Nothing easy in any championship match. Bending, lifting. Strikes the ball in. Puts it in, and the way they're looking at it, it looks like a point. Yeah, it is. Gone in and gone over the bar. Reduces the margin back down to 2 again. And Gavin Connolly looking around here. Oh, lovely ball down along the wing. Collected up inside over there. Struck forward again. The Blackrock inside it goes, trying to collect it up. Kevin O'Keefe is inside. He kind of gets the ball back inside again. The shot goes, very good side by Grantes from Alan Connolly. He was heading in for the goals. Kind of a low shot out along the wing here. It's only populated by a Blackrock man in Stephen Murphy. Stephen back along the wing. Ryan Sweeney does very, very well to kind of get repossess control of the ball. Back out to Stephen Murphy again. Stephen shooting, but I don't think that's going to curl in. No, it curled left and the ball goes wide. Nicely worked across from him though by David O'Farrell. But he just didn't have the accuracy on this occasion. Out to the far side of the field, Rory Sheen coming from a Kanturk point of view, off the hurley of Rory, out over the sideline. They're not waiting around or any messing around like that. Jamie Ryan, Alan O'Callaghan, back out into the middle of the field. Kind of a flick out here, going to be tackled. Collision. And Daniel O'Connell says, I don't know what I did. And the Blackrock man kind of went down. And Paul Driscoll says that's a foul. Carl Cormack is the man who was fouled. And it's going to be a free, and the free will be to Blackrock. As we're a minute into injury time here in Mallow. 11 points to 9. Blackrock leading. I'm just wondering, Alan Connolly is coming out to take this. I thought they might bring Gavin Connolly, his brother, out to take it, but instead Alan is coming, and he should have the distance. Now the accuracy, of course, is something else. Right, and you can see there the broken line in the middle of the field for football. Ball is almost right on it. This is Alan Connolly. He's already got a couple from frees and one from play, and he had that last shot there that Grantes made a really, really good save from. So here he comes, bending, lifting, strikes the ball in. It's looking good, it's looking very good, and it's gone in and gone over the bar. Good score from Alan Connolly, no messing or anything like that, and that free from Alan Connolly brings an end to the action here in this first round Premier Senior Hurling Championship match in Mallow. Really, really competitive game. Good scores from both sides. And at half-time here in Mallow, the score at half-time is Blackrock 12 points, Kanturk 9 points. Join us after the break when the second half will take place, obviously.
Experience Gaelic games like never before with Clubber. Clubber brings the heart of Ireland's national sports to the world. Live stream Gaelic football, hurling, camogie and ladies football, no matter where you are. With Clubber, never miss a match or moment. Explore a variety of viewing options tailored to every fan's needs. Join a global community celebrating the rich heritage of Gaelic games. Clubber is your ticket to experiencing the thrill of Irish club and county sports live. Embrace the future of sports entertainment with Clubber's innovative platform. With a Clubber Pass, you don't just get access to your county's games, you get access to all Clubber counties and competitions. Watch whatever you want, either live or on demand. Setting up is very easy. We have packages to suit everyone. Available now across all platforms. To get started, go to clubber.ie or search for Clubber in the app stores. Join now and experience the best of Gaelic games.
By the young hurlers from Kanturk and Blackrock. Padriskill is in the middle of the field. 3 points between the sides. Blackrock leading. Kanturk playing left to right in the second half. Ball kind of kicked out to the far side. Comes out as far as Ryan Sweeney. Ryan strikes the ball of his left. High enough, long enough, and deadly accurate enough. Great start for Blackrock's point of view. Stretches out the margin to 4 points. They'll be delighted with that. We'll just keep an eye out to see how far Quintus's puck out goes this time. Maybe not as long, but straight into the middle of the field. Collected back out into the middle of the field and got up by Niall Cashman. Down along the wing here. Ball broken down into the space. That was Ryan there again. Ty DC going back from a Blackrock point of view. Passes the ball further back along the wing again. Gets it back to John Cashman. John, long, high ball, looking for Robbie Cotter. The far side. Being tackled over there by John McLaughlin. John holding him up. Ball back out into the middle of coming here. Alan Connolly kind of gets a flick to it. Ball broken down. But it's going to be coming out. It's the full back there, Mark Healy. Mark is fouled, and that's going to be a free out. Grantas pucks the ball over to this side of the field. Lorcan McLaughlin. Kind of a nice, a quick puck. Lovely ball down along the wing here. Collected up back inside again. As going forward there is the man wearing number 12, that's Larkin O'Neill, but he was held up. Rory Sheehan did really, really well to steal the ball in, and if that's a super score, what a score from Rory Sheehan. He flicked it off and turned around and whacked it over the bar on his left. Really, really good score on the turnover from a Kanturk point of view. Ball out the far side of the field. Ball broken down here into the middle of the field. Niall Cashman over there as well. The ball is kind of booted forward. Down along, knocked away from Daniel O'Connell. Back out against Ryan Sweeney. Works the ball back. That's Kevin O'Keefe. High enough, long enough, and it looks really good because it is. Really, really good score from Kevin O'Keefe. Stretching out the margin back out to 4 points again. We've had a couple of really good scores at the start of this second half. Grant is pucking the ball out to this side of the field once more. David O'Farrell, ball is broken down. Comes in, this is Lorcan McLaughlin. Strikes the ball of his left. Has it got the legs? Has it got the accuracy? It has got the legs. It has got the accuracy and everything else you'd want in a score. Really, really good score. And the standard of shooting from both sides is absolutely exceptional at the moment. Four shots, 4 scores. Ball broken down. Nicely knocked away. Coming back into it from a Blackrock point of view, the shot coming in, and it's in the net. That's what they were looking for. Ball kind of a long puck out from Gavin Connolly into the space it went and collected up there by Michael O'Halloran and crashed into the roof of the net. Really, really good score, and that stretches out the margin just that much again. What are we back out now to? It's Blackrock. 1 goal of 14, 11 points for Kanturk. Kanturk trying to get the ball forward again. Ball struck in, and that looks good, and because it is good, in and over the bar again. It's very hard to kind of keep up with the shot. I think it might be Brian O'Sullivan who got the last one. Ball out this side of the field again. It's Michael O'Halloran. It comes off his hand. Tackled it there and collected up, and away come Kanturk. That kind of didn't go anywhere near anybody, and it went out over the sideline, as it were, and Ty DC set himself up, goes back along and finding Gavin Connolly. Gavin strikes the ball. Look at the far side of the field, it goes again. Up go the hurleys, down kind of the ball's broken into the space. It's collected up. Night forward there by Niall Cashman. The shot coming in from Kevin O'Keefe and belted over the bar once more. And I think Kanturk will probably feel that maybe they could have had cleared it, but the shot went in instead, and the shot over the bar. 1-15, 12 points, back out to 6 points once more. Right down this side of the field. Ian Walsh coming for this. Hurley's go up, ball's going on. Lorcan gunning back for this. He's got the ball I was going to say he's got the ball in his hand. Doesn't. Kicked back inside again. Kind of a strongish tackle from Larkin O'Neill there, and that's going to be a free. And I think it was David O'Farrell was the man who kind of had the foul done to him as such. And Larkin O'Neill being spoken to by Paul Driscoll, and gets a yellow card for his troubles. Gavin Connolly has come all the way out here to take this. And suddenly, in the blink of an eye, we've got a 6-point game. Gavin Connolly, check you around. I'd imagine he won't be going any shortish one or anything like that for this. I'd imagine he'll be probably going for a score. Anyway, we'll follow the play. Gavin, it's high enough, it's long enough, and is it accurate enough? I think it is indeed. Really, really good score. And Gavin Connolly stretches out the margin to 7 points. And that Michael O'Halloran goal is a really, really big score. Ball out to the far side of the field. Very, very close to the sideline. Gone out over the line. I don't think anybody got a touch in it or anything like that. Imagine it'll be a line ball for Blackrock. Niall Cashman setting himself up. Oh, it's a beauty. Right down along the wing it goes. Broken down inside again. Alan Connolly went for it. Met with a tackle, getting the ball out. This is Darren Brown. Darren, nice ball out this side of the field. Lorcan McLaughlin. Will he make it before the sideline? He will. About to be tackled by Robbie Cotter. Gets the ball down along the wing again. Back into Brian O'Sullivan. Back into Lorcan. They've worked it nicely. And now he gets the chance to launch the ball. Far side of the field. Broken down over there. Collected up. This is James Fitzpatrick. James opens the ball out this side of the field, but it's going to be intercepted. Nice tracking back there. And Blackrock have managed to snuff out the danger. Long high ball launched in towards Alan Connolly. Over the heads of backs and forwards and everybody else. Ball goes right at the upright and the ball goes wide. Grantas not waiting around or anything like that. Quick ball back to him again. Will he be tempted to go long? He'll have to do something now because he's about to be tackled. Into the middle of the field, Brian O'Sullivan kind of flicks it down and they manage to win possession well. Player out along the wing. Here's Lorcan again. Nicely worked out to him. Can he get the ball in? As the chance came in. Oh, and right at the upright. Ball went wide. Good pass out there from Mark Healy. But it just never went across the goals and the ball went right in his own and wide in his own side. We'll follow the play. Gavin Connolly out the far side. Collected up, nicely done again. Kanturk kind of coming together, but the ball is turned over. Niall Cashman trying to get in a tackle. Being chased by Michael O'Halloran over there, trying to do a bit of work as well from a Blackrock point of view. Down along the wing again. James Fitzpatrick is over there, but it's Blackrock coming out with the ball, and there's a foul there as well. And Michael O'Halloran getting a tackle in, and Rory Sheehan after the whistle went, and I'd imagine there'll be some sort of retribution taken or kind of a remediation taken as such. Alan Connolly has come out. Yellow card for Michael O'Halloran. Yeah, Alan O'Callaghan was the man who got fouled on the way out. And is the referee going to throw it in? I think he is. Alan O'Callaghan wrestling with Brian O'Sullivan. Somebody's hurley's gone flying. Getting a bit heated. Lorcan McLaughlin and Michael O'Halloran have now taken centre stage. Referee Paul Driscoll tried to organise the thing a bit. Ball is thrown in, the game is on, the ball is on the ground. Blackrock coming away with it. Pass back inside again. And the referee says there was too many steps taken. And that's going to be a free, and the free will be to Kanturk. Just checking out. Imagine it'll be Brian O'Sullivan will be given the responsibility. Saurus on the halfway line. Slightly inside his own half. Coming up to 9 minutes gone, second half. 116 Blackrock, 12 points Kanturk. Brian O'Sullivan. And as we say, looking at it, Kanturk just maybe need a score or two just to kind of settle them down. Here's Brian. Strikes it in, high enough, long enough, and deadly accurate enough. And it's a really good score from a Kanturk point of view. They'll be pleased with that. It just kind of settles them back down once more and reduces the margin down to 6 points. Big puck out coming from Gavin Connolly, right into the open space, beating forwards and backs and everyone again. Alan Connolly is there. Trying to get the ball down now, but well defended from a Blackrock one. Oh, player's going to ground. And good tackling kind of coming in there. Tommy Welch was the man who was involved. And going to be line ball. Will follow the play. Oh, beauty. Right across the goals it goes. Ball's broke down. Kevin O'Keefe is going to be racing over for that there. Trying to get back over there is Darren Brown. Darren works the ball back to Grantis. Grantis kind of a short early. Back out again. Backing it out to Darren Brown. Darren getting the ball back. He'll go back to Grantis again. And now is the chance to clear it. He decides to come out this side. Lurkon does well to kind of almost get it. And he was fouled, I think. And he was fouled. And I think Blackrock, are they getting a couple of substitutes ready? I see on the far side of the field. They've two players kind of lined up. And will they use the opportunity to come in now? I think there might be another passage of play. Brian O'Sullivan has gone back to take the free. Settling it down. Power Driscoll setting it down. This is Brian. Goes high and long, far side. Over towards there. James Fitzpatrick is over there. Ball broken away and Blackrock have it. Ball struck forward by Rice. Oh, it's a nice kind of into the space it goes. Shot coming in from Kevin O'Keefe. But the ball goes right and the ball goes wide. And yeah, there's a couple of substitutes coming on for Blackrock. Just checking around. And checking around, see who's kind of departed the scene as such. We'll follow the play. Ball out here, this side of the field. All kind of broken down there away from Stephen Murphy's very, very close to the line. He's gone out over the line. And I think that's going to be a line ball. Daniel O'Connell was in there from a Kanturk point of view. And Stephen just went out over the line. And that's going to be ball struck right across the field into the space. This is James trying to get possession of the ball. Back outside to Rory Sheehan, and he was kind of heavily tackled there, as it were. It looks like number 10, Peter Linehan, has come on for Blackrock, and also number 19, who is Ollie McAdoo, has come on, and it looks like Kevin O'Keefe has gone off along with David O'Farrell, and they seem to be the two changes. And we'll go back to the game, and Rory Sheehan dead straight in front of the goals. You'd imagine the way he's striking the ball. This is going to be a score for Kanturk. 116, 13 points. Rory Sheehan. Bending, lifting, strikes it in and puts the ball within the uprights. And the margin is back to 5. Kanturk have kind of settled a little bit again. Back to margin, back to 5. What do we take? Check on the time. There's 12, 13 minutes gone in the second half. Ball out the far side of the field. Racing for that was Alan Connolly, flicked out into the open space again and coming forward. Kanturk have got the ball. This is Paul Walsh. High. It's gone in and gone left and gone wide. And sorry, not Paul Walsh actually, it was Alan Walsh. Alan Walsh taking the shot. Ball went wide. Whoa. Ball into the open space. Rory Sheehan making life difficult for Tig DC. Tig manages to get the ball across, and away we go once more. Back inside again. This is Tig passing the ball kind of shortishly. This is Niall Cashman. Kind of a good tackle came in. Lock on McLaughlin picks up the crumbs. Ball kind of, the pass doesn't maybe go where he wanted it to go. Kanturk trying to race forward. Players trying to win the ball, but ball is on the ground over there. Daniel O'Connell is in there. Alan O'Callaghan is in there as well. Collected up inside again. This is Brian Sheehan. Gets the ball in towards Alan Walsh. No free or anything like that. Back out it comes again. Stephen Murphy's in there from a Blackrock point of view. Who can get possession of it? Stephen Murphy does get possession. Gets the ball back to Gavin Connolly. Now, is there a chance for a kind of a quick counter-attack here? Oh, lovely ball out along the wing. Carl Cormack back across the goals it goes. Robbie Cotter's over there. This is coming for Alan Connolly. Very, very close to the line. Michael O'Halloran is over there as well. He's going in again, looking for a score. Puts the ball in, and he puts the ball smashingly over the bar. Really, really good score. And Michael O'Halloran, the man who put that in between the uprights, stretches out the margin once more. 117, 14 points. Out to the far side. Good kind of a race forward under pressure there. from Ryan Sweeney. But it'll be a Kanturk ball. Larkin O'Neill. Nice one. Kind of works out nicely. Back out to Alan Walsh. Back out to... Player gone to ground but doesn't hold on to it. Struck forward by Alan Walsh. This long high ball into the square it goes. Players inside but knocked away. And referee blows the whistle. Was it Daniel O'Connell? I think. Yeah, Daniel O'Connell was inside. But there must have been a free. I think he was playing the advantage in Kanturk's favour. And it'll be another free right on the halfway line. Brian O'Sullivan, the man to settle himself down once more. Difficult free, this one. Last one was more kind of dead straight in front of the goals, but even if it wasn't around the middle of the field, this one out to the side. Not as easy. Yeah, going short. And he'd probably get it back. He does. Gets it back inside again. Back out inside again. It's kind of working out okay at the moment, but they need to be able to kind of get the ball forward. Back out from Brian is a kind of an exotic triangle. This is Rory Sheehan trying to go inside. Hurley's flying. Everything else flying. Back outside again. Oh, danger here. This is Alan Walsh, I think, is number 14. The chance. Oh, really well defended. And just checking around. I think it's going to be a free in. I think it's going to be a free in on Rory Sheehan. Yeah, it's Alan Walsh wearing number 14 was the man who kind of burst in there trying to engineer a goal that, well, maybe Kanturk feel they need to get something like that, but this is Rory Sheehan just outside the 2-point arc from a football sense of view, and he'll be looking to put this in over the bar. Bending, lifting, strikes it in, and yeah, puts it between the uprights. And we're back once more to a 5-point game. 117, 15 plays 15 points. What have we got left in the time kind of situation? Plenty of time left. About 12 and a half minutes left in the game. Out this side of the field. Oh, it's brilliantly collected back there. Player gone down, and it's going to be a free out. Really, Brian O'Sullivan made all the ground to come back and get possession of the ball. Robbie Cotter just spotting there that Grantis Pukentis had come out of goals, as it were. And Brian O'Sullivan, having won the free, will take it himself. Bending, lifting. Goes to the far side of the field once more again. Kind of into the open space again. Darren Brown is over there. Gets the ball into his hand. Now, sets himself, strikes it off his left side, but it isn't even going to get to the goals. Yeah, well, it does eventually, but it does bounces out over the end line. And a promising situation, really didn't yield anything in the finish. Gavin Connolly, where's he going to go with this one? Goes short. Good skill, and will get the return, and does get the return. And then goes this side of the field. Ty DC's coming for this. Lurkan McLaughlin is there instead. Oh, kind of a lovely flick. This is Ian Walsh. Ian, low, down along the ground again. Collected back up inside again. Passed back inside again by Lurkan O'Neill. The tackle comes in. Blackrock working really well and hard, but right into the middle. Collected up here is Darren Brown. Left-handed. Out to the far side of the field. Coming out here. James Fitzpatrick, is that going to go in? No, it's not. The ball goes in and the ball goes wide, and there was a bit of an opportunity there. Kanturk had kind of turned it over again. Gavin Connolly just settling things down a little bit to make sure that the game was being played in a kind of a frenetic way. And Gavin Connolly, low, down along the wing it goes, over the far side of the field, back inside from Stephen Murphy. Gavin, nice kind of a dummy, and then he goes long and high down this side of the field. Ball broken down in the middle of the field. Collected up here. Players gone to ground. Who's going to get the ball? I'll tell you who's going to. It works out nicely because Blackrock coming forward with the ball. Down along the wing here, right in front of us. Collected up and struck in of his left by the man wearing number 12 is Daniel Meany. Really good score from Daniel off his left, in and over the bar, and that's a kind of a score really that they'll be delighted with. Back out here, Lock-on McLaughlin getting the ball into his hand, looking, seeing who he can kind of find. Kanturk kind of engineer a score over to the far side, looking, ball broken down again, well possessed, and here come Kanturk, and the referee says hang on a minute lads, that's a foul. Alan Walsh is causing a lot of trouble over there with his height alone and his ability to fetch the ball in the air, and I'd imagine it'll be Brian O'Sullivan to take it. What have we got? We've got 10 minutes left in the game. 9.5 of normal time. 118 plays 15 points. The Rockies still leading by 6 points. They've kept that kind of a margin for much of the second half so far. You know, and anytime Kanturk have managed to narrow it, they've Blackrock have managed to kind of eke out another point or two that just kind of stretches it back out to the 5 or 6 points once more. This is Brian O'Sullivan. Ball is in the 65 metre line. Bending, lifting, strikes the ball in, puts it in, and it's looking good, and it is good. Standard of free taking is really good. Back down to a 5-point margin. This is Gavin Connolly. Gavin strikes the ball right down the middle. It goes again. Robbie Cotter's in underneath this. Ball flicked inside to Michael O'Halloran. Trying to flick in, and the referee says there was a bit of holding there, lads. And that's going to be a free in, and it's that, as we mentioned already, you know, the ability of Blackrock to answer a score with another score, as the referee auditioning maybe for a circus role there with his juggling skills, and his notebook knocked out of his hands. But it's going to be a free in, and Alan Connolly will be the man entrusted with the responsibility, and unless he decides to go for a goal, you can imagine that the margin will go out to 6 points once more. Bending, lifting, strikes it in, and puts it between the uprights. Margin, back out one goal, 19 points, 16 points. Grantas, where's he going to go? Strikes the ball out to the far side of the field again. He'll be looking for Alan Walsh, I bet you, out there. Ball broken down. Oh, it's well collected by James. James Fitzpatrick did well. Gets the ball back into Rory Sheehan. Rory trying to get away, and the ball is kind of taken away from him though by Niall Cashman. Ball struck in off his left into the open space. Robbie Cotter being harangued and harassed over there. Ball is on the ground. Rory Sheehan has gone back there. Alan Connolly tries to get in the tackle. Ball is still there, and they're both they picked each other's pockets on a couple of occasions, and the ball is going to be a free out. Free out. Rory Sheehan has stayed down, and he's going to need a bit of treatment. Ian Walsh has the ball around. Brian O'Sullivan is the man, is going to take it. Yeah, the ball is on the 65 metre line. Rory Sheehan has a touch of cramp. Not surprised. The game is being played at a really good pace, and it's really competitive. So, Brian O'Sullivan. Where's he going to go with this one? Shot goes in, and again, dead straight and true and over the bar. The margin is back to 5 points once more. What have we got on time? We've 50 coming up to 24 minutes gone, second half. 119 plays 17 points. Ball out to the far side, right down the middle it goes again. Alan Connolly is underneath it, back inside Michael O'Halloran. Ball flicked out outside. Kanturk, can they clear it? They'll be hoping to get it away. Pass back inside again, nicely killed out. This is Dan Brown. Overrode. Ian Walsh is all alone in his own. He'll get a chance to travel forward with this. He does. Now, will he be tempted to go for the score? He will, but the ball is going to go right and the ball is going to go wide. He really didn't have a whole pile to aim at on the inside, and he had to go for the shot really, but it just didn't work out. Oh, the puck out doesn't go out. This comes out. This is James Fitzpatrick. He shoots it in. It's blocked. back out again. Kanturk have kind of got it. They've lost it and the ball is going to be cleared. That was an opportunity. Ball out to the middle of the field. This is Niall Cashman racing up the field now. Ball kind of being knocked off his hurley. Rory Sheehan coming back, working hard, getting the ball. Ball flicking back out into the space. Downbound doing well. Left-handed, down along the wing it goes. Brian O'Sullivan just couldn't get across to it. The shot coming back further down the field again. They're looking inside for Robbie Cotter. There's a bit of a WWE match going on inside in front of the goals. The ball has gone in and the ball has gone over the bar. And the point has been waived. And meanwhile, the WrestleMania is being sorted out between the forward and the defender in front of the goals. And Paul Driscoll has gone in just to check that everything is okay. And he's going to have a chat, I'm sure, with his umpires. And we'll see what kind of happens to that situation. He's taking the advice from them, and both sides, of course, claiming that they're the innocent party in the whole thing. But what is kind of important, really, from a match point of view, it's 120 to 17 points. There are 4 minutes of normal time left. There's 6 points still between the sides, and Kanturk just can't get over that 6 point gap. We said it all. Anytime they manage to get a score, the ball it's kind of answered immediately from a Blackrock point of view. Paul Driscoll is looking for someone. He's having a word with Tommy Walsh. And it looks like he's got a red card. And Tommy Walsh has been given a red card. And that means that Kanturk will play the last 3 or 4 minutes of this game with 14 men. And I'm not sure what happened there. Paul Driscoll is still talking to his linesman, and he's having a word with Grantas Pukintas now, and looks like we're going to carry on. What have we got left in the game? 120, 17 points. 2.5 minutes of normal time. Is he finished with his... And again, he's talking to Paul Walsh this time. Looks like he's having a chat with him, and now he's going to talk to McLaughlin. And is that for his interaction with the umpires? And he gets a yellow card for his troubles. So, after all of that, it looks like the game will come on, but Blackrock have an extra man. They lead by 6. There's only 2 minutes left. Ball out, knocked out to the far side of the field, close to the sideline. Collected up. Here come Kanturk. They won't be giving anything up or anything like that. Back up, ball kind of knocked out along. Group situation developing. Knocked forward by Alan Walsh. This is Rory Sheehan. Rory puts the ball in, but it's going to go across the goals, and the ball goes right and the ball goes wide. Gavin Connolly taking kind of a quickish puck out, far side of the field. Ball knocked back inside it again, and he's got it again. Goes low this time. Out around the middle it goes. Carl Cormack does well. Low one, out along the wing further again. They'll be working it out. Nice ball back into the middle. It can be flicked. Collected up here. And they're kind of hanging onto the ball a bit, like they've got a spare man all the way across on the far side and heading this. And the referee says, hang on a minute there, lads. Too many steps taken. And from where he was, he just checking around that Daniel Meany. Ball out here to Lurcan McLaughlin. Look on being faced by Ryan Sweeney. Goes low into the middle, collected up into the middle, ball pulled on the ground. Kanturk trying to flick it forward, and they do. Good kind of a contest over there on the far side. Going back over there though is David Cashman, or Niall Cashman rather, sorry. Strikes the ball in. That's going to be blocked down again, and good defence back there. Michael O'Halloran trying to get to it. Alan Connolly's inside there as well, and there's going to be a free out here. And there is a free. Yeah. Lurkan McLaughlin going short. Into the middle it goes. Darren Brown back out to Lurkan. You'd have to think Kanturk maybe need a goal. Can they rise it so that James Fitzpatrick is over there, but well blocked away over there is Jamie Ryan, I think, is over there. Back at the space it comes again. This is Stephen passing the ball, a hand pass out over the head of everyone else. Gets the ball back to Alan O'Callaghan. He's going high and he's going long over this side of the field. Ball broken down inside. Can they get possession? Grantes Bukintes has got the ball. They're looking for someone to give it to. Passed into the middle again. Oh, but Kanturk kind of work it out nicely, and they have the spare man in the middle of the field. Struck forward there by Paul Walsh. Going high, going long, down the middle, looking for Alan. Player's gone to ground. Alan Walsh has got the ball in his hand. Tries to pass it inside. Flicked back inside again. Lurkan McLaughlin is fighting like a tiger for the ball. But it looks like Blackrock have enough players kind of back to negate the situation. Ball is said, this is Rory Sheehan. Rory still going. And Rory puts it in and puts it over the bar. But I think that's going to be a free. And you'd have to think maybe, as we've gone about a minute and a half into injury time, as it were, this is going to have to be a kind of maybe a shot for a goal. Power Driscoll putting it down. Is Rory going to put it down? I think he is. Will he be happy with a point? I think he kind of looks as if he might. Maybe he's got a word from the referee saying there's quite a bit of injury time. There will be a few minutes, of course. This is Rory. Yeah, he puts it in and puts it over the bar. Margin down once more. 120. The 18 points. We're gone 2 minutes into injury time, as it were. Didn't see any board or anything telling us how much time that was used up. Kevin Connolly will be taking his time. Won't be rushing or anything like that. Goes short once more. Gets the ball kind of returned and then strikes the ball of his right over the far side of the field. Gets the ball out there to Niall Cashman in the middle of the field. And a kind of a nice pass ball into the space again. Flicked out there. Lurkan McLaughlin gets his hurley in. I think his hurley was held, referee Paul Driscoll is saying, and that's going to be a free. Yep, Robbie Cotter's over there. Again, proclaiming his innocence. This is Lurkan. Strikes the ball. Looking out this side of the field. James Fitzpatrick went for it. Got a kind of a flick in it. Back out into the open again. Pass back inside again. They're still going. Passes the ball back. This is James still going forward. Now, what can happen here? Ball back inside again, but it looks like Blackrock have the ball. And Stephen Murphy is the man who'll end up with the ball here. The scoreline here in the first round in Mallow is 1 goal and 20 for Blackrock, 18 points for Kanturk. Really, really competitive game. Lots of really good hurling in it. The goal that Michael O'Halloran scored early in the second half really was the difference between both sides. And that kind of stretched the margin out. And as we were saying, all through the second half, that margin of 5-6 points, every time Kanturk managed to reduce that margin, Blackrock were able to answer it equally on the other side, thus keeping that buffer between them, and it gives them their first victory in the championship, but the victory here also in their first game here in Group 3 in the co-op sponsored Cork Premier Senior Hurling Championship. We'll try and get a word maybe with somebody from Blackrock at the end of this game, because the score here in Kanturk and is finished up. Blackrock 1 goal and 20, Kanturk 18 points. And I'm joined here now by the coach of the victorious Blackrock side, Shane Stapleton. Shane, you're pleased. It's a first round win, and you've got away here with a very kind of a solid win, a good 5-6 point win.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we if you offered me that coming in the gate of Mallow, I would have taken your hand off for to take a 1 point win. We had Kanturk last year in the quarter final, real physical team, but that kind of that doesn't really give them credit. They have an awful lot of hurlers and cause a lot of problems. So you have to get your really matchups right. Thought we did tonight, and look, it's the first round. Both teams I think will improve, and yeah, no, onto the next round now. And I think Kanturk will have a big say in this championship, but also I think our lads. We're down the pecking order in terms of the bookies this year, but they'll have a big say hopefully, and a lot to prove on. But yeah, hopefully now they'll improve.
He went in at half time a couple of points up, and then the goal, Michael O'Halloran's goal at the start of the second half, or early on the second half, that was really, it gave you the buffer for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I suppose kind of both teams had a kind of a fella sitting in front. They had one kind of sitting in front of Alan, and Brian Sullivan was kind of all over the place, going really deep, taking out balls. So that gave us John Cashman in front of Walshy in terms of our square. So it was kind of a scrappy enough first half. To go in front against the Breeze at half time was a positive for us. There was things we weren't really happy with, our tackle count, I suppose, and things have to be improved. But they're a strong side, so you may maybe expect that, and they worked the ball really well. But as I said, Michael O'Halloran's goal then was kind of crucial. Gave us a bit of a gap, and I don't think we were under savage pressure after that in terms of the scoreboard, but just the intensity of the battle went up a percent after that. So it's good for Mike. He was in Australia last year, so that game will stand to him, and yeah, great to have him home.
Yeah, and we just mentioned in the commentary as well, after that goal, anytime Kanturk got a point or two, he responded superbly well, to stretch out the margin again to the 5-6 point mark.
Yeah, I suppose, look, if you kind of keep it above the 4 or 5, you're somewhat comfortable, just even psychologically. We wouldn't be happy. A lot of we conceded a lot of frees. We kind of kept them in the game with a lot of frees. So I suppose that's another thing we have to look at. But yeah, 5-6 point lead was kind of comfortable. When we had a bit of a breeze and there was a bit of space after the red card, we could kind of pick off pockets of space inside. But look, I suppose it didn't feel like a 5 or 6 point game. It kind of felt tighter than that. But fair play to the lads. They kept the neck in front and got over the line.
And it's such a crucial thing in these hurling groups that you win your first game, and it means you're now looking forward or looking up, as it were, as opposed to looking behind you or looking down.
Yeah, 100%. And like, look, it's extraordinary from a tip point of view. We've kind of groups. We've competition of 16, 12 senior teams in the division, make it really tight. So like the quality is really, really high. So like looking at the lads were. The Bears were looked really good last night. Douglas beat us in the league and are strong under new management. So like it's going to be an extraordinary hard competition to try to progress in. But look, we've one win on the board, and hopefully there'll be another couple on the way. But early days, I think both teams will just, to be fair, we're not troubled by football, but for Kanturk last week they had football last week. Do you know what I mean? So you're just talking about kind of keeping bodies fit and keeping them on the field and just trying to improve as you go. So game one over, on to the next one.
And there you have it, a very, very good win here for Blackrock and Mallow in the first round of the championship. My thanks to Shane Stapleton for coming to talk to me. They've emerged victorious, 120 to 18 points. It's cheerio from Mallow here on this night.